Hi, I'm Nick Chaussee with Sterling Commercial Real Estate Advisors. There's no shortage of bad news out there, especially in today's climate. But fortunately, here at Sterling, we work with businesses that are doing a lot of good in and around Montana. Today, I'm here with Ryan Frey, owner of Saddle Mountain Construction. Ryan, thanks for being with us today. We really appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me, Nick.
So Ryan, unemployment's on a lot of people's minds. Besides construction providing consistent employment, how have you seen jobs progress and what kind of long-term security does construction provide?
Well, Nick, we're here at our 9-unit single-family housing project, infill project here in Missoula. We've seen a strong uptick in demand for housing, and it was already a strong market pre-COVID. So I'm seeing construction for the foreseeable future being a great opportunity for entry-level positions that meet at or near living wage. And so, you know, we're going full steam ahead. As most businesses did, we did have to do a pivot when, you know, we had some shutdowns, but we were deemed an essential business. We had to stop work on a couple of commercial projects, but we were able to keep our crew employed on this housing project and maintain, you know, their safe distances and try to maintain their safety standards. And luckily we were able to work outside for most of the time and on individual tasks. So I think the outlook is pretty good for construction in Missoula at the moment.
So you touched on you touched on entry-level jobs. What kind of education requirement is there and opportunity for progress in the construction industry?
Well, I'd say, you know, for different trades, they have their different education component, but for the most part, your education is on-the-job training. So all of my crew that's been with me for quite some time have learned from each other and me. Mm-hmm. And as far as progression goes, I mean, you work your way up from entry-level labor position up to, you know, a lead carpenter or even project manager. I mean, depending on your motivation and your skill set.
So Ryan, you mentioned you're doing this is the first phase of ultimately 9-unit infill development.
Correct.
Why are you doing it here along the railroad tracks?
Well, one is availability of land. I mean, this is what the land came about up for sale when we were ready to purchase. The other thing is, you know, these infill developments, we were seeing a lot of people come in for the maintenance-free living, wanting to be closer to the bike path, which is across the street. It's again a great neighborhood with a great school district. And I think it's a great project. As you can see, these houses are fairly close together. And, you know, the city's goal is to limit sprawl and use up this land that is in the city, the underused lots or the not developed lots. And so we are doing the infill projects to kind of meet that need for.
So start to finish, what's the timeline you're looking at to bring this first phase to market?
I think, you know, from initial design concept to getting permits is about a 6-month process for a townhome. And then the build phase is for all 5 is about a 9-month build phase.
Thanks for sharing what's good, Ryan.
Great. Thanks for having me, Nick.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate your time. Get more content like this by liking and following Sterling CRE Advisors on LinkedIn and Facebook.